Hey everyone, welcome to this Smart Path Academy English Explainer. I am literally so excited to have you grade 5 students hanging out with me today. We have a truly remarkable story to explore, one that's going to completely challenge how you think about history, community, and the power of language. Let's just dive right into this. Today, we are looking at a really powerful selection from the novel Elijah of Buxton, specifically the section titled Keeping Mr. John Holton Alive. Now, right off the bat, I want you to think about this. What if one sign, one child writer, and one single act of generosity could help reunite an entire family? That right there, that is the emotional core of what we are unpacking today. As you'll see, words and actions, no matter how small they might seem at first, can create these massive ripples that change lives forever. Okay, here's our roadmap for today's masterclass. 1. Welcome to Buxton. 2. Meet the characters. 3. Dialect and details. 4. Vocabulary and word parts. 5. Finding the theme. And 6. Our final review. It's a packed lesson, so let's get into it. Number 1. Welcome to Buxton, setting the scene. So the really cool thing here is that our setting isn't just some totally made-up fantasy land. We're looking at historical fiction. That means while the specific conversations might be imagined by the author, the actual backdrop, totally real. We're in 1800s Buxton, Ontario, Canada. This was a real, thriving historical community intimately connected to escaped and freed formerly enslaved people who journeyed north for safety. Knowing this is absolutely crucial because it tells us the stakes for these characters are incredibly high. They are building a community of freedom from the ground up.
Moving on to number 2, meet the characters, a network of support.
All right, let's look at this character web. It shows how everyone in Buxton is connected, almost like a giant puzzle. Right in the middle, we've got Elijah. He's this young guy with a real gift for writing, and he learns that words can honor things like grief and freedom. Then there's Mrs. Holton. She's a grieving widow who actually hires Elijah to make a sign honoring her late husband. We've also got Mr. Leroy. Man, he is so hardworking, desperately saving literally every penny he has to buy his family's freedom. And finally, Elijah's mentors, Pa, who helps him soften the painful words on Mrs. Holton's sign, and Mr. Travis, who really recognizes and pushes Elijah's talent.
Now, the whole plot hinges on one massive number, $2,200. So Elijah works for days to get this sign absolutely perfect, right? And she pays him a nickel. But then the story takes a breathtaking turn. Mr. Leroy explains he desperately needs money to free his family. Hearing this, Mrs. Holton does the unthinkable. She just hands Mr. Leroy $2,200 in gold. Gold she had painstakingly saved to buy her own husband's freedom. It's a complete game changer. Mr. Leroy can finally free his wife and kids because of this unbelievable act of generosity.
Section 3. Dialect and details. Hearing the story. So, the author uses this really awesome tool called dialect. Dialect is basically language that reflects a specific community, time, place, or background. When you read the dialogue in the book, the words might look kind of different from how you'd write a standard English essay. But, and this is super important, it does not mean that characters have bad grammar. No way. It's deliberate author craft used to make the characters sound incredibly realistic and true to their 1800s community. Check out this table to see exactly how this works. In the story dialect, a character might say, I wants you, which, in standard English is just I want you. Or they'll say gonna instead of going to, or for I starts instead of before I start. By spelling the words exactly how they sound when spoken by the Buxton settlers, the author is basically teleporting us back in time. We aren't just reading about these people, we are actually hearing them.
Next up, number 4, vocabulary and word parts, building meaning.
All right, here are 5 vocab words you definitely need in your tool belt. First up, endure. That means to survive or just keep going, something the people of Buxton definitely know a lot about. Next is ponder. Just picture young Elijah sitting there with his pen amidst a loud commotion, which is our next word, meaning loud noise or activity, needing to ponder or think really carefully about the words for his sign. Then we have commenced, which simply means began or started. Oh, and strapping. That describes someone who is healthy and strong, kind of like Mr. Leroy.
Let's break down some word parts now, specifically prefixes. We've got pro, meaning forward or before, like in progress or promote. But I really want you to focus on come and con. They both mean with or together. Think about words like community, companion, consensus. Do you see what's happening there? The actual structure of these words perfectly matches the story's theme. The Buxton settlers survive and thrive because they literally come together. And real quick, let's look at some grammar in action. You know nouns are your people, places, or things. Wood, boy, words, settlers. But the author makes them pop using adjectives. It's not just wood, it's fresh-cut wood. Not just a boy, a strapping boy. They aren't just words, they are clever words. And they aren't just any settlers, they're the Buxton settlers. Adjectives add all the flavor and detail that make historical fiction so fun to read.
Number 5. Finding the theme, the power of words.
So the title of this section is Keeping Mr. John Holton Alive. But wait, Mr. Holton has already passed away, right? So what does that actually mean? Well, this is a massive clue about our theme. It means that by honoring someone's memory with love, dignity, and carefully chosen words, you keep their spirit alive. Mrs. Holton's crazy generous gift and Elijah's dedication to his writing, they both proved that working together can help others achieve physical freedom, while keeping the memories of loved ones vibrantly alive.
Now, whenever you answer a question about a theme, you got to have text evidence. Let's say a test asks, how does Elijah show maturity? You can't just say, because he works hard. Nope, you need the proof. The text evidence is that he fills pages and pages to find the exact right words for a job that pays a single nickel. And what is that proof? It proves he gets it. He completely understands that words have the immense power to honor grief and freedom.
And finally, number 6, final review, wrapping up.
All right, here is your 3 takeaway review to lock all this in. Number 1, the theme. Generosity, community, and memory are powerful forces that help people move toward freedom. Number 2, author craft. We saw how using dialect brings historical characters to life, making them sound super realistic. And number 3, word skills. We mastered how adjectives describe nouns and how prefixes like pro, com, and con build really strong language.
You guys totally crushed this explainer today. Before we go, I want to leave you with a provocative thought. Think about the power of your own words and how you might use them to help and honor your own community, just like Elijah did. Pretty cool to think about, right? Subscribe to SmartPath Academy English for more Grade 5 English lessons. Keep reading, keep writing, and I'll catch you in the next one.